iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.
Ben Cameron, welcome to iHeartRadio Broadway in more ways than one.
It's so good to be here with iHeartRadio Broadway. This has been a dreamy thing that I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years, I think.
I think it's been even longer than that. I think we're going on about 3 at this point.
3 years since we walked into the offices and had our first meeting, but we did it.
We did it. So I think you should make the announcement. I think you should tell everyone what we're actually talking about at this moment.
Okay, that's very exciting. We are talking about the fact that the Broadway cast, the #1 rated theater podcast talk show, is back with iHeartRadio Broadway.
And we are so excited to welcome you into the iHeart family. We are launching officially today. And the first episode is live as of right now, and it is featuring a lovely array of special guests. We're calling it the reunion special. So why don't you do a deep dive in who we have on the first episode?
Great. So we wanted to touch base with some people that we loved having on the show in the first iteration a few years back. And we were like, who do we like? Who do we like talking to? Which is everybody. But we wanted to touch base, see kind of where we were pre-pandemic, where we are now, what we're moving forward into. So we called up our good friends, Eva Noblezada, Derek Klena, and Jay Harrison G, and we all got together and talked it out, all of us. It was a hoot. I love them. They're just fun people, all three.
And they're the best three, kind of the trio, if you will, to kind of launch this podcast, which is really sweet and really, really special.
Yeah, and I think people are going to learn some things about them that they did not know they needed to know.
Yes. And the thing that I love about the Broadway cast, it's not just a talk show. It's basically you being everyone's Broadway buddy and getting to know people on a deeper level, having some fun moments too. Yeah. What is your favorite thing about this podcast? What is your favorite thing about the fact that it's back and fresh and ready to go for another season?
I think the secret sauce is that we kind of pare it down energy-wise so it doesn't feel like a stuffy interview for them. It really feels like we're sitting around having a drink, talking about all of it. Yeah, about life, about theater. And these are conversations that I think that these people, because of their schedules and their shows, don't ever get to have with each other. Yeah. Not to mention me. And I think because this is the world that I come from, I think because I was a Broadway performer for so many years, I think I'm able to put them at ease enough where we don't feel like we're doing, a Q&A necessarily. It feels really genuine and relaxed and kind of anything goes.
Well, and the thing that I love about you as an interviewer is that you get people to talk about things in a completely different manner, because you're not coming at it from a hard-hitting journalistic point of view. You're coming at it from the fact that you're also a Broadway fan and you're friends with these people. So you have a way to get them to relate to you and you relate to them in a completely different manner.
And it feels that way. It feels great. And I've kind of been in touch as we've been recording these first few episodes. I've been in touch with the amazing guests that we've had, and they've all responded. We've all gone back and forth after the interviews, just saying that was so much fun. It didn't feel like an interview. And we get to, I think they forget that they're being interviewed, and they kind of let their hair down enough that we can get them to say and do things that maybe they wouldn't do if they felt more formal about it. I mean, looking back on some of the moments that we've had where we've gotten Lillias White to sing Memory from Cats, which I think before that, when I talked to her, I didn't even know that she had done. And now she's riffing and wailing and my inner theater geek is exploding. I think that's the connective tissue too, is that nobody gets to be a Broadway star without being a theater nerdy kid, a theater kid at heart. And that's exactly what I am and own about myself. And I think we get to do that together.
And let's talk, we've got a couple of episodes in the can right now. Who do we have down the road? Who's coming up down the road?
Oh my gosh, we're so excited about this. Coming up down the road, we got to talk to Shoshana Bean, to Rob McClure. We talked to Joaquina Calicongo, who was amazing. Jared Grimes. We're digging deep on the Tonys with these people, kind of getting really the skinny on what it is to be in that gauntlet, which you know very well because you're alongside them with this and all the press and the PR that goes in. And we kind of get beyond the sound bites that they give and really find out what this is like for them. It's really fun and fascinating. We're going to be doing a Pride episode coming up. I think we're going to do a patriotic episode coming up. The wonderful thing is there's just no limit to the things that we're going to get to talk about.
Who's your like dream guest to have on the podcast? Who's the number one dream guest?
The number one dream guest is, oh my gosh, I guess it's Bernadette Peters.
Okay.
I think that I've been a geek for Bernadette Peters for so long. I've only ever met her once. So that would be really fun.
Okay.
Manifesting.
We're putting that out into the universe right now.
I think I would also really like to talk to Harvey.
Okay.
Harvey Firestein. I think that would be really fun.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, great. We'll make it happen.
Well, we're going to make it happen. So why was it important for you to come on over to the iHeartRadio family when it comes to podcasting?
Can I tell you a story? And this is so fun. So I was coming, and this happened today as well. I'm not lying. I was coming in from the airport, and this happened twice now. Well, a few years ago, I was coming in from the airport from LaGuardia, and we were about to have our meeting with iHeart, with you down at the offices. And I was rolling in, I'm texting with Danny Jordan, our executive producer, and there it is, that giant iHeart billboard that says #1 for podcasts in America. And I went, Danny, it's a sign. It's a literal sign. And then today I was coming in from the airport again, right before talking to you, and it was on some random radio station, and an iHeart Broadway radio commercial came on the radio again. So it just feels it feels like it's kismet. This is the only place that anybody who wants to podcast would ever want to be. And I just feel like it's growing and it's crackling, and I'm thrilled to be in bed with y'all.
Well, it's been a 3-year journey. You can always flirt with me. This has been a 3-year journey to get this up and launched. A little pandemic got in the way of our hopes and our dreams, but we're launching it today. We're super, super excited. And for those that want to follow along on the podcast, you have social channels specifically for the podcast as well. So we're going to drop them down in the description below. But do you want to tell people where to find you on the socials?
Absolutely. Find us at The Broadway Cast. We made it real easy for you. The Broadway Cast. That's what we are. We're on all the social platforms. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. You can find us there. Please do. If you want to catch me, I'm at Ben Does Broadway. And we're really excited to share what we've got going on with everybody. You're going to love it.
And besides the podcast, you've got some other cool things coming up too.
Oh my God, I feel like there's no end to the things that are going on. I'm actually about to start doing the Broadway Sessions Beach Party on Fire Island, which will be a fun little escape that I get to do on Mondays as Broadway is dark. I'm gonna go out and take some Broadway singers to Fire Island, which is gonna be fun. And I've got a teaching schedule and web series, and just follow along. You'll
just follow along. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Yeah. Well, what we're excited about is every week new episodes will launch on iHeartRadio Podcast Network and iHeartRadioBroadway.com, the Broadway Cast social channels as well. We're super, super excited. You can follow along. There's going to be some interactive moments for fans to get involved in the podcast as well.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
I think you should talk about that a little bit more too.
Yeah, one of the great things about our show is that we provide this opportunity for fans to connect directly to their Broadway star favorites in a way that's never been done before with call-ins. We asked some questions from some people off of Twitter with some of our stars just the other day, which was super, super fun. So make sure you connect with us. Let us know who you want to talk to. We've also done a lot of community theater shout outs. We're very interested to know what people are doing all across the country. What shows are you doing? And shout it out on our show so people will know to come support you.
Follow along. Again, you will not be disappointed. You're going to have a fun time for an hour every single week with the Broadway cast and with Ben himself. Ben, we're so excited to have you join the family.
I am so excited. Thank you. You're going to be seeing a lot of me. I'm giving you a big hug.
I'm giving you a giant hug. We're going to see each other in person soon, I promise.
Absolutely. I love it.
All right. Thanks, Ben.
Listen now.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.